Toy looking to do it all by himself, and he has. Mason Toy started it and then ended it. A magical run, and he gets to do his dance.
What's up, everybody, from our AT&T MLS studios in New York City. Welcome on into This Week in MLS, presented by Target. Sitting here with my guy, Calen Carr. We got a lot to get to today.
Is this a big show?
This is a big show. You know why it's a big show?
Why is that?
We're bringing back Keeper of My Heart. There were some very stellar performances from goalkeepers this weekend, very worthy of my water bottle rose. So.
Wow. It's quite the prize.
Yes, it is.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. Who we got up first?
I don't want to be biased in the way I present them.
I know.
But I think this guy's won before. Bill Hamid.
Bill Hamid. Yes, indeed. He has won before, and he sent me a little message, as I recall.
Oh, he did, yeah.
Yeah, they had a shutout against Montreal, a 3-0 win for them, and I think he had 4 saves in this one.
Yeah. Big result for DC United.
He's consistent. A huge result for DC United because that East man is real tight. So
he's the only one of these 3 that has been on the movement. So I'm not saying you should choose biased. Bill, but he's an early front runner.
Like I said, he sent me a message last time he won this, and so I know it means something to Bill.
It does.
We're gonna keep that in mind.
I would hate to see him disappointed or upset. by this. Okay.
Who we got next?
Next up. Steve Clark.
Oh, Steve Clark. I think he has been in contention before. He's
been so close.
I don't believe
always the bridesmaid.
My heart. Poor Steve.
Groomsman.
But yeah, so they had a 1-0 win over RSL. He had 6 saves in that one, and he's been very, very good for them in goal.
Yeah.
So
he's going with the full. What do you think about this look with the full leggings?
We had talked about this before.
How cold is it in Portland?
I really don't understand the.
I believe that would be like a temperate climate.
I know, because it looks like in this picture, like the sun is shining on his face. His arms are bare. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, he's got the short sleeve. Oh, did we ever see that photo of him do you see him going to the match with the super deep U cut? It's not a V.
No.
It's a deep U.
The U? Oh gosh.
I'll pull it up for you.
This could affect my decision.
I'll pull it up for you. Maybe we can get. Maybe that could be a. Did you see that? It's worthy. Trust me. But I mean, it should go into your decision. I feel like it should.
Aggressive U.
It's deep.
I don't know if I'm here for that.
It's real deep.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Last up.
Next up. This is another good choice. Vito Mannone.
Oh man.
Yeah, the ex-Arsenal man.
Vito Mannone. He has been so darn good for Minnesota, and the fact that they shut out LAFC, who tend to score quite a few goals. That was a 2-0 win. He had 8 saves.
Is he Italian?
You think? Nah. Vito.
Very cultured, yeah.
Vito Mannone.
I've never been to Italy.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful place. It's been a while since I've been there, but as I recall, It was lovely.
10th shutout of the season.
10th shutout?
10th. So, Iko Parr is making all these claims for Defender of the Year. Might want to show a little love to the guy behind you, Ike. Come on,
Exactly.
Seems like he's doing a pretty good job.
He has been sensational. Okay, this is oh man.
Listen, Susannah, there's an excellent amount of choices here.
I know.
Some really good guys. We got the full leggings, we have the all green outfit, and then we have the Italian sort of European flavor here going on. All have put in stellar performances on the pitch. Some of the outfit choices
this is a lot to
off
take
the
into
pitch
account.
maybe questionable, but you've got a lot to consider.
I have to say, I think I am influenced by the aggressive you.
Yeah.
I just can't get behind it. And seeing as how, oh gosh, again, all worthy. And Bill has received it before.
Susannah.
He loves the show.
Susannah.
He's a fan of us.
It's time to make your choice.
I know. But it's going to.
You have to choose one.
I'm feeling a little European flair. I'm feeling the Italian stallion. Vito, because I honestly,
that's big.
Honestly, that result for Minnesota against LAFC, say your goodbyes.
Say your goodbyes.
It's so harsh.
The Uber is waiting outside for you.
I can't.
Plenty of tissues to cry your way home.
This is actually well, congratulations, Vito. I know. Listen, I want to hear from you because this is a big deal. Don't know if you know that. This segues perfectly into our twin takeaways. And I'm going to let you go first because I think you are going to sort of extol a little bit.
Who told you about my twin takeaway?
I might have read some emails that gave it away.
Okay.
Sorry. But what is your twin takeaway,
Oh,
Calen
we'll keep
Carr?
Vito up there, just out of respect.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's about Minnesota United beating LAFC
You don't say.
at the Bank of California Stadium, the only team this year to do it. Well, I guess Portland, I think, in the Open Cup, but in regular season play, and that's what we're talking about today.
Yeah.
So pretty impressive stuff. Mason Toye with 2 goals.
Wow.
Some really nice ones.
Really nice goals. That first goal, that angle of that was just nuts.
Yeah. I was so pumped up on Matchday Central, which you can watch on our YouTube channels occasionally and on MLSsoccer.com on Sunday nights. I was so pumped up that I was like, this kid needs to be on the national team,
yeah.
the world All-Stars. He needs to go. He's probably going to get sold by the end of, I think the transfer window is closed. I'm feeling still pretty good about that. Well, just as far as his potential goes.
Yeah.
And
He's a young kid.
Yeah, I think it's okay for him to go through these progressions, but I love the fact that at each level he's been able to find success. When he goes down to USL to get loaned out, then he does the Open Cup. I had to do that, find my way through a little bit. And I think this kid's ceiling is like way high. I mean, some of the way he just sort of glides and moves, I've been trying to avoid saying it, but there was a little bit, well, I've been trying, but there was a couple moments where you're like, Thierry, just with the movements, just not like that. I know it's not, you can't really, that's why I haven't said it.
That's some mighty big shoes to fill.
I know Paul's going to YouTube title this thing the next Cherry Henry or something.
Oh, I know.
Gonna hate
Clickbait.
me.
Yeah. Well, I agree though. It's been incredible to watch his progression this season, especially that, he came into the league and he kind of had a rough go for a while, couldn't find his feeding. I actually talked to him earlier this season when he started. Well, he was kind of at the cusp of blowing up. And he spoke about how he kind of had to get his mind right, and he had a really good coaching staff that believed in him and kind of gave him more confidence. Because he said he was overthinking everything, and it was just he had to kind of get back to himself, get back to just believing in his own abilities, and he had a coaching staff in place that allowed him to do that.
Well, Adrian Heath has had success with strikers in the past as well. If you go back and look at Kyle Aaron, a lot of the young strikers that he's worked with throughout his career have really developed, and Adrian Heath was quite the striker himself.
Yes, he was. Idgy Heath.
It would make sense, yeah.
Awesome. Well, great takeaway. So I'm gonna.
Thanks. What's yours?
I'm gonna go with mine now. So there were 2 teams that actually clinched playoff positions this week, and that would be one NYCFC. Hello, nice that you're wearing this.
Thank you. It was
and
free.
The Philadelphia Union. They're in. Both are in, and NYCFC had a very convincing 3-1 win over Vancouver, and Philadelphia with a huge statement win over Atlanta. I mean, this was a matchup that a lot of people were waiting to see because there were 2 teams that are kind of jockeying for top spot in the East, along with NYCFC, and Philadelphia's for real. I mean, they are legit. I think there's been some sort of trepidation in kind of calling them the strongest team in the East, or we've had these discussions, who's the second best team in MLS after LAFC, and I think Philadelphia are consistently making a case for themselves. They've got these young guys in place. I really like what Jim Curtin is doing, and I think that top spot in the East is so up for grabs right now. It's like between NYCFC, Atlanta, Philly. Is going to be really interesting to see how this all plays out. But I'm a little bit concerned for NYCFC because Hebert, who scored that incredible little goal, unbelievable, went out with an injury. If he is going to miss some time, he's been so darn good. So darn good for them. So I'm a little bit concerned, and they've got a lot of games left. I think they have 7 games left. Like Vancouver only has 4 games left.
If only there was a free agent striker out there.
Oh.
They got Castellanos.
Who could that be?
Yeah.
So
my men's league performances have been just shocking.
Well, Calen.
I think I've quit.
You're just, it's done.
I just
done for you?
I like watching now.
You're taking your name out of contention?
Yeah.
That's it.
5 years
Calen
retired. I think I'm ready to hang up the boots.
Calen Carr is done. But yeah, so congrats to Philadelphia and NYCFC. We'll see you in the postseason, and that's going to be really exciting.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think Philly can go to MLS Cup?
I do. I don't see why not. At this point, I think they've proven that they can perform against good teams.
I still worry about them a little bit. I think they could make a run, but I think when it comes to that experience in the playoffs, I know they've been in the last couple of years a little bit of a lack of, if Shabilko is rolling and hot, but when I look at that top end talent, I still think Atlanta United is the favorite.
Well, and they also have, as you say it, that playoff experience now. They're a team that's been there before, and Philadelphia still.
They played the young guys, they played the kids, they did that in the past, and hopefully that experience will pay off this postseason.
NYCFC, though, I'm interested to see how they do this time around, because they've had early exits the last four goes, and so here we go.
I think
this could be the year that they.
Yep. I'm still taking Atlanta.
Okay.
But I think both of those teams, it is a little more wide open than maybe we think.
All right. Okay, so on the flip side of this, we've got a few teams that are. I hate it when we say panic button. Is it time to panic? But we've
been doing that for 3 months.
Exactly. So we're gonna do it. We're just gonna do it anyway. But there are 3 teams that I want to talk about today.
Okay.
Are we panicking over them? The first one being the New York Red Bulls. Now they're coming off a 2-0 loss to Colorado. Not great. Not a great result. Their upcoming schedule, Calen, is not easy.
Really?
Not easy. They have Seattle away, Portland away, Philly at home, DC at home, and Montreal.
Seattle away, Portland away?
Right, yes.
Okay,
so they're 41 points right now. They're currently in 5th place, but they're only 3 points off of Montreal. So if they are dropping points, I'm panicking a little bit for the Red Bulls.
Yeah, you said they have Philly too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. Is that away?
That's at home.
Oh, that's at home?
Philly's at home.
Still, they've had some issues with them. Yeah, I would be concerned.
I'm a little concerned.
This one was the one that, and if you're looking at this slate against Colorado, you'd say this is the game you're going to get 3 points for sure, because there was no Kai Kamara, there was no Calen Acosta, there was no Lalas Abubakar.
Yeah.
And it was a brand new manager stepping in, hasn't had a chance to really work with this team, and you saw a little bit of that renewed energy. And then you also saw the switch to a 2-striker formation with Lewis up top, and that really worked for them. So I still, Red Bulls though, I'm concerned about them because that's one where they are not trending in the right direction.
Yeah.
And even when you see some of the frustration around the team and the locker room and around the fan base.
So panic meter, I'm kind of.
Yeah, I would lean towards the panic side.
Okay, all right, next up, the
But that
Galaxy.
could be good for them.
That could be good.
It's better to panic than to just
Red Bulls fans are going to hate
continue
us
going the wrong way.
Okay, how about the LA Galaxy? Are we panicking over them? Because so they're at 42 points right now. They're in 7th place. They are coming off that crazy game, a 4-3 loss to Seattle, which, by the way, I have to give some love to Seattle, because people are getting in the comments and they're like, you're not talking about Seattle. And I just want to say what an incredible, tremendous job that they did in this game to come back. Christian Roldan, Jordan Morris, the duo, just getting it done. It bodes very well for them. So Seattle, well done. Just wanted to get that out there.
We're not panicking about them.
No. Galaxy, though, here's the thing. I am concerned, but their upcoming schedule is not terrible.
Really?
It's favorable for them. And so they've got Colorado, Sporting Kansas City, Montreal, RSL, Vancouver, and Houston.
That's doable.
So that's really doable. And I also think that, I know Zlatan is Zlatan and talks a big game, and they didn't quite make it to the playoffs last year, but I do feel like he is extra motivated this year, and I feel like he himself will will this team into the postseason.
I have question marks about it, but I think the Galaxy, with that schedule, will get into the playoffs, and I think in the playoffs they can actually make some noise, because in a one-off situation, when I see those games against LAFC or when I see them in the sort of biggest of matches, they tend to be able to step up and fight.
Okay, so we're not really worried about the Galaxy. And then there's the Montreal Impact, who, and I'm just going to say it right now, they've been a mystery to me all season long, and I'm just going to throw my hands up in the air on this one. I don't know if I'm panicking about them, because I'm so confused by this team. And then Wilmer Cabrera coming in, it's just, they're sort of all over the place.
Well, 8th place right now, right?
Yeah, 37 points.
37 points? Okay, so 8th place, 37 points. They just came off 3-0 to DC. I'm going panic. They already panicked.
Yeah.
Susannah. They
fired their
I think they already answered this question for us. They're like, panic, fire the coach, hire Wilma Cabrera, who just got fired.
Yeah.
Like, fix it, and then lost 3-0.
So they're already
it's
panicking.
like, I think they've answered
point.
that question for us.
Okay, all right. So Montreal. Ooh,
But maybe they can still make it. That panic mode, I'm telling you,
gosh, you guys.
can bring something out of you.
Who the heck knows? Okay, Calen.
Yes.
It's time for you
Oh,
to hit the button.
did you see that?
Hit
This
the
is
button.
my keeper of my heart.
It's your moment. Make it count. Make
That's
it count.
great.
Oh, yeah. So
You know, there was a moment, because you were gone on Sunday.
Yeah.
And they were doing the, like, you make the call segment. And Simon Borg came over and asked Jillian to do it. And I was like, Simon, it would be pretty cool if you hopped in just for one. Wouldn't it feel good for you just to, like, rev the engine up a little bit, you know? And, like, he was like, oh, no, Calen.
He's like,
but then I saw him go back to his desk.
think about it.
And I felt like I could see the wheels
You got in his
turning a
head.
little bit.
You got in his head a little bit.
Just planting the seed
Oh,
for
love
all
it.
you on YouTube. He might one day. I might get him back on here for you guys.
The return of Borg. All right, so we had some celebrities in attendance at some games this weekend, and this is just so random. Ted Danson checking out Vancouver.
Yeah. Well,
NYCFC.
Vancouver they film a lot of movies
They
and
do.
TV there.
Yes,
right?
they do.
Yeah.
But it's just so random. But yeah, Ted Danson just chilling, kicking it. I think
What's
that's
your
his
favorite
wife.
Ted Danson film or TV show?
Oh God. I mean, Cheers. You
Cheers
gotta go
is the
OG.
obvious one,
Yeah, right?
I like his role in Curb.
Oh, Curb was great. He was.
And he's kind of got that look on his face too, where he's kind of like looking at the Whitecaps, like, you know that when they look at each other and they're like, I'm not really sure.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know if he's a soccer guy or not.
Yeah.
Maybe he was just confused by the whole thing.
Well, Vancouver's results.
All right, so next, okay. So I don't know if you guys know who this is, but this is one of my favorite comedians in all the land. His name's Sebastian Maniscalco. So funny. Check out his stand-up comedy on Netflix. It's hysterical. So he was at LAFC's match.
Gosh.
And
LAFC bringing in celebrities. I mean, this is just becoming obnoxious.
This is. I have to tell you what happened. So I follow him on Instagram, and he did an Instagram story where he was at Bank of California Stadium. He's with his wife, and he's like, "Hey, date night. I'm here. It's soccer FC Los Angeles," and I was like, "Ooh,
It's football, mate. Haven't you read the YouTube comments?
Soccer FC Los Angeles," and I was like, "Oh man, so close. No, that's not. No, actually, it's not even close at all." So I was laughing, and then they end up losing this game, and I was like, maybe he cursed them. Maybe that whole.
He's been banished.
Yes,
from,
exactly.
From
They're
LAFC.
never going to invite Sebastian Maniscalco back
Yeah.
to Bank of California Stadium ever again.
I don't know who the guy is, to be honest. But I'll check him out. Is he on YouTube?
He's got Netflix specials.
Okay.
But he is. I saw him live at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, he's
year.
doing the Garden?
He's
Okay, this is my bad. That's
Yeah.
like, if you don't know who somebody is and they're doing shows at the Garden, that's on you.
He is. He's funny, and he's from Chicago. He's from Arlington Heights, which is not far from where I am, and he's got just great anecdotes. He's really funny, but needs to brush
Why
up
is
on
he
his
not
soccer
at
knowledge.
a Red Bull game then? I mean,
I don't know.
NYCFC?
I don't know. Listen, he's LA now. He's big time.
This is what happened to you too.
It is. Yeah, exactly.
Grow up in the suburbs of Chicago, and next thing you know, you're
upward trajectory. That's it, Calen.
Alrighty.
That's all she wrote, guys.
That's it.
Thank you so much for watching. Get in the comments and give us your thoughts, concerns. Tell us who's making the playoffs, really, because that's what
Congratulations to Vito.
And a huge congrats to my guy, Vito Manone. Mwah! Guys, have a great week.